as far as I'm concerned, they're damaging their brand for every other game. And we know that if Summoners Wars, if something went wrong with Summoners Wars, we know exactly what's going to happen. They're just going to completely dump everything and probably sell the company. So, because they'll have nothing left. So it's really difficult with this company. And I like to ask, what is the future of this company? Well, it all depends only on Summoners Wars now. If Summoners Wars does well, I'm guessing they'll keep pumping money into Summoners Wars and keep expanding it. However, how would that impact the other games? I don't think it will impact the other games. I think they won't care about any other games. And that is something quite disgusting. It's like this company really is evil, honestly. Like, I've never seen anything like it. It's like they honestly don't care about games that don't make a certain amount of profit. And as a result, I'm guessing Com2Us are doing two things. They're either keeping all those games online, all the other games that aren't doing well, just to show we have this amount of downloads, our company is really good, showing it to stockholders, like showing numbers to show that, you know, we're not only focusing on Summoners Wars, we got this, even though they're not focusing on anything else practically. Of course, yeah, they focus a bit on their baseball game and fishing game or whatever, but there's so many other games they're not. The other side is, it is possible from my point of view that perhaps for every game that doesn't do well with Com2Us, they might push it to Com2Us Holdings, like Gamevil might take that, and then they might try and sell the Gamevil to raise more money to keep things maximized for Summoners Wars. So my guess is that my honest guess is that Com2Us really, because they've lost so much money from the metaverse and the NFTs and everything, I'm guessing they're going to sell off everything and just focus, really use every bit of money they have to make everything connected to Summoners Wars work. And as a result, that doesn't mean your game is going to disappear. They're going to keep I think they're going to try and keep every game online that has potential to make a profit, whatever that profit is. They're going to I believe they'll keep everything online because they need to show that they have a strong variety of games that they can sell to potential companies. And that is exactly what I'm guessing Com2Us are trying to figure out how to do. I don't believe they have practically any interest in anything else apart from Summoners Wars and trying to sell trying to maybe bring out any game they've made in the past in Korea and probably try and put that international, say, oh, we've got new international games. But honestly, no, they don't have anything new. They've not made anything new. They're just putting old stuff, rehashing it and making it look like they're focusing on, yeah, of course they want the international side to do well. But I don't believe they want the international side to do well for whatever games they're bringing out. They do, but I think they know it won't do well. I think what they probably know is that they need to make their company look good internationally, and as a result, keep the international community a bit happy and show they're strong until the next part of Summoners Wars comes out, or keep doing stuff with Summoners Wars. Whether it's going to be those toys, whether it's going to be like a movie theatre thing, whether they're trying to get a Netflix movie going, nothing would surprise me. It wouldn't even surprise me if it's already out, and because I'm not interested in Summoners Wars, so I don't know. But I'm guessing everything they're doing is around Summoners Wars, and that's the reason why every game is in a mess. And is that a good thing? I think it's awful, again, because for every person playing a game that is connected to Com2Us's name, and that game has no one working on it, so bugs are just left, and some people paying money into it, and watching communities get unhappy, watching people get more angry. What do you think that's going to do to Com2Us's reputation? What do you think people are going to say about Summoners Wars? Anyone outside of that? I mean, what kind of faith would you have in Com2Us if you know they're only focusing on one game? Or one brand. I personally think anyone outside of it will be pretty angry, but people inside of Summoners Wars, they might be pretty happy, or they might feel a bit sick. They might think, okay, maybe these characters are not as great as other characters. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what people who play Summoners Wars thinks. But personally, I still think, from a marketing point of view, I think perhaps it's quite a good idea in some respect. It's like, you can start your own kind of Disney brand, and you have like your Final Fantasy type of people or whatever, and you can make something work off it. I think that's great. But by destroying the whole community around it and damaging it to that extent and firing your workers, I think it's ruthless. So and it's far more ruthless, I would say, than many other types of mobile phone companies. And due to that, how can I trust these cute Summoners Wars? Like, how can I trust this when I know the people behind all this are a bunch of ruthless capitalists? I'll have to edit out anything else I say. I mean, these guys are truly evil as far as I'm concerned. And when you're in corporate company, yeah, you need to be kind of evil, but you can't show it to people. You can't let like everyone outside the company know. And I already know. And everyone playing the games I'm playing, they already know. People are saying, anyone should take over the game. Anyone apart from Com2Us. It's like Com2Us are so evil. And, a lot of people are feeling that. So Com2Us don't understand from a marketing perspective how dangerous they're putting the future of their company in, because no one who's playing other games around it are going to trust them for any future games. So in the long term, even if there's a Summoners War in 2025, in 2027, in 2030, I'm never going to touch it. I'm never ever going to touch it, because I don't trust this company at all. So well done, Com2Us, for destroying yourself from a marketing perspective. And the amount of money it will cost them to fix their marketing reputation, the amount of money it will cost them to fix it, could have just been the same money they could just put in to just put a few people to just keep games running. That's it. So that I do believe they've really messed themselves up. They've really done something so bad. So well done, Com2Us. And from the karma, let's say a karmic point of view, based on the karma this company's created, I don't see much happening for Summoners War. They're doing a better job than Vespa did with King's Raid, because that's the company that put everything into one game and completely failed now, even though they're still trying to stay afloat. I think I think this company is truly dumbass. But if they were to take every game they made and put Summoners War like characters into all these old games and rehash them or something like that, I do have a feeling it might work quite well. So it's a very difficult situation here. I don't know if they're as clever to do that, but for the people now who are in pain, I'm really sorry, because I'm in pain too. They've fired developers. Loads of, you must remember, Com2Us is made up of lots of little developers who had their own companies, and then they came into Com2Us, and now Com2Us has completely taken all those little companies and all those indie games that became mobile games, and they've taken games and they've completely destroyed them. They've destroyed the devs. They've destroyed the ambition of developers who work on their games. They've destroyed families. They've destroyed a lot of people, and they've destroyed gaming communities. So even if Summoner's War, if the game I play, Eternal Saga, even if that came out with Summoner's War's characters, would I play it? I don't know. But I can tell you, if this continues long enough, then yeah, by 2027, 2030, no, I wouldn't, because I completely lost faith in it. So this company needs to work quickly. But yeah, I don't see much hope for other games outside of Summoner's War. I wouldn't even be surprised if they took like their really big selling games and they just completely sold them to other companies, because they really want cash for Summoner's Wars, to keep this girl with purple blue hair, to keep her going. You know, it's her that matters, not us. Club Wisdom 8 over and out. Off Com2Us. Oh, and are Com2Us dead? Are they really dead? I'd say they're pretty much dying. I think their shareholders speak for themselves, unless Com2Us do something majorly bigger. And I don't think they can do much better than what they've already done. So I'd say they're not dead, but they're in a good direction for death. So good luck, Com2Us. And for all you guys who love Summoner's Wars, yeah, they're alive and they're great and their future is amazing. For all you guys who don't play Summoner's Wars, you know what we think.